we can do debugging in a very nice, easy way. I copied your program into a little test case here. It's exactly your code, and I'm going to show you how we could step through it. First, I'm just going to show you how it runs normally. Um, so we just enter, let's say, 4, and it prints out, this is my list of animals right here. So just print out those right there. Um, Now I'm going to stop this and show you how we can debug. So here's the routine right here. I'm going to put what I call a breakpoint right on this line right here, and I'm just going to click right there. That's a breakpoint. What it does is when we run the program, when it calls this routine, it's going to stop right at this line. And so when I run it, I'm going to use this button here, debug, instead of this button here, which is run. So I'll press this button right up there. And now it's doing the same thing, it's just that we get slightly a different picture here. And I'm going to type 4 and watch what happens when I sort by name. It automatically goes to the debugger. So here's my console. It goes to the debugger, which shows me that I stopped right here. And what's kind of cool is this. You see here, this is the list that got sent in of all the names. And it's at this line right here, so it shows me the variable name, which is name, has a value of 7. And in fact, if I, and down here you could also see the same information. And then now, watch this, I could press this button here, and it'll just allow me to step through this program one by one, and now it's at this line. And watch, I could just kind of hover over things to see what the value is. Location is 1, Pmax is 0. I could even hover over this value right here to show me that the L location is shadow, and here the L Pmax is Nemo. And if I hover over the Boolean, the greater than equal, it tells me that this evaluates to true. So then if I step through it one more time, it's going to go into this thing and reassign Pmax to the new location. And I could just keep on stepping through this. And you notice this location variable here increases every time. And maybe I'm going to just set a breakpoint here and remove this breakpoint here, and I'll just let it run. So it ran through this whole loop here, and now it stopped here. And now it says, I can see here that it told me that the Pmax was Storm all the way at the end. And so, yeah, Storm was the biggest name. That wasn't too interesting, so it's just going to put Storm at the very end of the list. So let me actually continue with the iteration and let it break again. So it ran through, went back up to the for loop, ran through this for loop, and then it stopped right here. And this time, notice that this time name is 6, and this time the Pmax is 1, which is indicating this is the next maximum value of names, shadow. And that's correct, and it's going to put shadow over here. So let's actually just step through and see that shadow will move over here. So I'm going to step it once, and now it updated the temporary variable right here, saving Clifford. And then step it one more time, and watch, shadow got moved from here all the way over there. And now it's going to overwrite this line right here. When we execute it, is going to overwrite this one with the name Clifford. And that's what it did. So this is a very nice debugging mechanism. Instead of having all the print statements, it's much nicer. You can just set breakpoints, change it, rerun it, and then now I'm just going to let it run. and I'm going to go back to my console, and it actually printed out the thing for me there. Okay, that's it.